slink your...
Embrace the day.
Tutuilad uito.
Asks it.
Mauauh ketua.
Hopes that thing is...
Tutuilad uito.
Didn't...
Retolokota. Yukapishmi ngayule.
claims to have strange things from the dead.
Rekonnamunsi.
Suggests you take it easy. You won't strike a good deal here if you're in a hurry. Ka-ching! That worked out. Says the place is in high demand. It's darkest between the stars. A shopperia. Maybe there's something still inside. Didn't expect to see that again. It's a bleep-bleep cupboard. It seems that the knobs need to be aligned so the device can load its program. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Close encounter. Down to half your health. Super effective. That's going to leave a mark. Key extreme. Slash and dash. That's the good stuff. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and... This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself.
Take that light!
Really, you ought to use your head instead of your gut.
See? The darkness lets you get away with anything.
Just remember, you can always find light in the dark.
Dark! When you already know you're right.
The dark can make you miss the day fierce. There's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. Let's see. Too bad there's no boat floating by with this rain. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. Wonder if any of it matters now. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went under the surf. They helped clog the surf into goo. They made a lot of green, which is all they really cared about. You should be able to find a track here. Just need to keep your eyes open. It's possible to... That's a Myriad tribe outpost. Chop it up. Right in the face. Ha! The Myriad don't like your methods, but the results shine like the dawn. To understand. The Vespidat outpost, long-time home of the Myriad tribe. Let's see. But relaxing isn't really your thing. Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together we can remember. He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. He's one of a kind. Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it. He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how that'll make you feel once you claimed it.
Nothing shines like the dark. Oh, no, wait. Oh, well, you know.
You can't trust the dark.
Can you see how dark sets you free?
It's not too late for you, is it?
Hello, Darkness. That's me, your old friend.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like? Hit the open surf then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new friends. Can hardly believe the world is going to make it. Wonders what that's going to do to the goo. Wishes you hadn't done so much to make the goo even gooier. Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like sunshine on the surf. Claims he didn't say that out loud. But hey, back to the goo. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Subnautica station, as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit. So you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff. Out of Date told him the undersurf was the epicenter of the contamination. This was where it struck hardest and inflicted the biggest change to the ecosystem. Hey, you found the track, even around all this goopy goo. Nothing escapes your googly eye. The surf here looked cleaner when that track was made. It wasn't easy to peer through the surf, but there are iBox tapes on record that shows they knew what kind of mutated creatures their contamination had created. Glad you had the patience to learn more about how the surf got gooed. The sun is high. It's easy to lose track of time down here. Watch for trouble. Could come from any corner. Just a few moves left. Make them count. running low. Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the evolution of wildlife was, as we know now, the only reason we came to exist. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. It's time to do what's right, for certain values of right. He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through. There's debris floating around on the surf that might be blocking your path or needs to be towed. That means you'll need a device so you can get it out of your way. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive Porky Puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks. He's not sure, but the quacks are probably a leftover from a cargo surfer that went under in the olden days. The squeaky material must have made them surface when their box broke.